Hi there, I'm Jodi. This is my Stamp with Jodi YouTube channel. Welcome to the Great North American Stampin' Show. We are on Season 5, Episode 8, and we have a lot of fun things to share with you tonight. First, a quick shout out to Lisa. She and I were neck and neck in Episode 7, and she pulled away at the end and got that win, so congratulations to Lisa. By the way, if you guys have not watched our first 7 episodes of this season, make some time whenever it works for you, whether you're traveling, waiting for a kid at practice, a rainy day, whatever it might be, but make some time to watch our first 7 episodes in addition to tonight. There's some really, really great creative ideas that we have to share with you. Another thing I want to make sure to mention is that there is a special offer from Stampin' Up! Right now for free shipping. Depending on when you're watching this, it might be expired. So our free shipping offer is July 23rd through 25th of 2025. So if you're watching this right when we premiere this episode, you're going to be able to get in on that free shipping offer. If you watch later, that's okay. Stay tuned. Every once in a while, they do a free shipping. So keep in touch. You can subscribe to my channel here. Subscribe to my email list. That is the best bet to stay on top of everything that I have to offer. Okay. We have an hour of creative inspiration that we cannot wait to share with you. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. All right, so for this episode, we are doing layouts from the Extraordinary Flora bundle. If you've got the catalog, it's pages 84 and 85. If you are looking online, just search for Extraordinary Floral Bundle and you will see the same samples in my online store. So I decided for this one, I'm going to use one of these layouts. I'm also going to use the stamp set and washi tape that is part of this bundle. And so I decided on this card right here. I'm going to pull it up a little closer so that you can kind of see some details. It is very, very delicate and elegant looking. It's got like a watercolor wash with that pinkish purple, I'm guessing Berry Burst or Petunia Pop ink in the background. Just a very delicate watercolor wash. And then all of these die cut flowers and pieces around a die cut frame. So what I decided to do is use this as my starting point, but I'm going to Jodify it. Is that a word? I don't know. I just made that up and probably shouldn't have. I'm going to make it simpler. I'm just going to make a quick and creative card that looks super similar to this, but it's more of my style. It's going to be a little bit easier and faster to make and duplicate. So I do want to point out this gorgeous washi tape. I'm going to be using this in the coordinating die, but we're going to come back to this. So I'm just going to set it aside. This is the stamp set that's part of the bundle. So it's got this one big image that coordinates with this die. And then it's got a couple of greetings on here as well. Then there's this roll of washi tape, and I'll pull it out in a moment. Actually, let's just do that now. Let's skip ahead. So there's 2 different color schemes on here. You can see this one is more pink and red, a little bit of probably strawberry slush in there. And then you pull a little bit further. I'm just going to kind of attach this as I go. And you go a little bit further and you've got the purple and blue colors. So I'm just going to use my scissors and cut that straight-ish. And then if I pull it out again, it goes back to this color scheme. So this big roll of washi tape, it's like, oh gosh, 3 1/4 inches right here. I just had to measure it on my grid paper. It's about 3 1/4 inches. And it just alternates back and forth that whole roll. So I'm going to grab my bone folder and just kind of use this to guide. And then there's some wrinkles in here. I'm just going to push them out. Bone folder is a great tool for using this washi tape. So what you can do, couple of options. Like I said, you can use this giant image, stamp it and die cut it, or you can use this washi tape. Attach it to some, I have thick basic white and die cut, and you get all those gorgeous little pieces. And that's what they did on that sample right there. what I decided to do was something a little bit different. So I am going to, let me see, I'm going to set this aside and pull in my paper trimmer. And I am going to cut, which way do I want to do this? Well, first I'm gonna go like this and just get this out of the way. So I'll save that to use on another project. But this one here, I'm going to cut so that it is, which way do I want to go? I don't know that it really matters. I'm gonna go this way. And I'm going to cut so that it's like I'm going to cut a little bit off the edge because I want it to be 2 3/4 of an inch by 2 1/8. So I'm going to cut this here. And it doesn't matter where, I'm just kind of looking for what combination of flowers did I want on this piece. So this is 2 1/8 by 2 3/4. So this is what I am going to use. I'm not going to die cut, even though it's pretty. And even though I may do that in the future, for this quick and creative card, I'm going to use the washi tape on a background like this. So let's jump back. I kind of jumped out of order of what I was planning to do, which is totally fine. I'm going to pull in a piece of thick basic white. I'm going to set that aside for a minute. And my Petunia Pop ink and a blending brush. This is 3 3/4 by 5 inches. I tap it on my ink pad, and then I'm going to tap it on the scrap paper and then pull it in. So I don't want to tap it and then go directly, because do you see how I get those more defined markings from the brush? I want it to be more natural. I want it to blend. So I just tap it gently and then set it on the cardstock and just in a circular motion, blend it out. And these are kind of random. I'm just doing little splashes of color on the background. And then I've got the main areas. I'm just going to kind of continue across the whole thing, just going over it lightly, just so that it's not quite such a stark white. I want to soften it just a little bit. And let me set that aside for a moment. If you go back to this sample, that's kind of how they did the watercolor wash in the background. I just mimicked that with sponging ink. It's easy to do with the blending brush. It's potentially less messy. A watercolor wash is fun too, but this is a great way to get a similar look. Now, let's see. I've got my card base that is thick basic white, and I'm going to take my Stampin' Seal and just attach this to the card base. And then before I really start building the card, I want to do something special with this. So I'm taking my Wink of Stella, and I'm going to just gently go over those darker spots of color. And I'm not sure how well it will pick up. Let me see. Are you catching the glimmer, that little bit of shimmer from the Wink of Stella? What this also does is kind of blends that ink even more. So I'm just squeezing gently and scribbling over those darker spots of ink. Go on the side a little bit. No rhyme or reason, right or wrong. I can add as much as I want to. I think that's good. Always make sure when you use Wink of Stella, store it up like this. Sometimes there's potential for it to leak if it's laying on its side. So look what I'm gonna do on my desk. That big giant roll of washi tape, I'm gonna set it right inside there, over here on my desk to hold it upright. I hope you can see that little bit of Wink of Stella. If you've used Wink of Stella, you can definitely use your imagination to see that glimmer. I hope it's coming through well. It's just softening the ink a little bit, because after it's sponged, when you go over it with the Wink of Stella, it blends it out a little bit and then just gives it that fun shimmer. Okay, so we already did the washi tape. This is just a piece of scrap Summer Splash. This is 3.5 by 3. And what I want to do is take 2 dies Let me look over here. These are Nested Essentials. I use these all the time. Nested Essentials dies. So I'm placing it on the Summer Splash like this. I just want to make sure I have an even border around so it's an even space. And then I will run this through my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Then I get this awesome frame. So it just pops right out and it's just this space right in between. So I get this frame that I can use on my card. Now I'm going to grab some of these foam adhesive strips. So we've got our Stampin' Dimensionals, use these all the time. But on something like this, I'll use the foam adhesive strips because what it does, I went ahead and did another one, it just lets me get on that really thin border without having any of the dimensional overhang. So I will go ahead, let me see here how I want to do this. I'm gonna go ahead and attach this piece. And I'm just going to go a little bit higher than center. Place it like that. And then I'll just peel off the backing on this frame. And so my frame is very thin. It's just like the sample in the catalog with this product. And it's going to be raised up a little bit. So get those all peeled off, scooted out of the way. And then I'm gonna look straight down over it. So remember, this is 2 3/8 by 2 1/8. All right, I'm just pressing that down so it's attached securely. So we've got this so far. And then I just need, I've got my little teeny tiny scrap here. This is literally a scrap. It's like 1/2 inch by 2 3/4. And I'm going to use the Congratulations from the Extraordinary Flora. I've got like 3 weddings this fall, plus one of our sons just got engaged. So we've got lots of wedding stuff coming up. I'll put it right here. It's a little lower. I'm gonna flip it over, see if I like it better on the back. And we'll just go with whichever one is better. Oh yeah, that's definitely more centered. I'll keep this one. Always, always you have 2 chances. No one will ever know what you tried on the back. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this at a little bit of an angle. And then I can probably just use our regular, actually these pieces I use a lot too. These little edges, I like to use those too. So I'll just stick some of those on here. They tear so easily with your fingers, super easy to use. And then this, I'm going to add just over here. I'm gonna take one more of those off. I don't want that to go over so far because I want it to lay flat on the frame, if that makes sense. So I need my dimensionals under here. And then this little one, I'm going to add on the end there. So I want to make sure that where it is over the frame, there isn't a dimensional because I want it to lay flat there. Okay, and then I've got some low profile dots somewhere in the chaos of all this stuff on my desk. I know I do. I know I do. Where did they go? I do not know. But I'll just pull this extra piece of them that I had right here. These are low profile dots, and I'm going to add several of them on this card just to give it a little more special final touches. And I'll put some, let's see, I'll do one over here. I'm gonna do some inside the little frame too. There's just so much fun detail on this. But this is so, so easy. So easy. Let's see, do I want to do one more? I think I need to stop. There's a certain point where you just have too many, right? Even though it's fun and it's bling, this may even be too many. What do you think? What do you think? Would it be better without some of those? I don't know. At this point, I'm leaving it. I'm going with it. So let me pull this back in. I want to do a final comparison because I just think it's super cool to be able to take the ideas in the catalog and just modify it to what works for you. Like I said, this watercolor wash background, gorgeous. For me, it was easier to use my blending brush and add a little something with the wink of Stella. Die cutting all of these washi tape pieces, absolutely gorgeous. For me, easier to just attach a full piece to white cardstock and use it as a background. I duplicated the frame, the congratulations, and some gems. So it's super similar, but definitely modified for my quick and creative style. So I hope that you'd enjoy this. Give it a try. I'd love to see what you make. Be sure to watch the other 3 videos. Click on the links that are right here in my description. Go through and give your thumbs up about to the card that you enjoyed the most this week. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.